Hey guys, I'm coming to you from my office today. I'm actually in the moving process, so we're kind of kicked out of our house, and I'm actually living at my in-laws for a couple of weeks until we close on the new house. I'm really excited about the move, but I wanted to shoot a quick video about this whole movement of the self-esteem movement. It's funny because the idea of self-esteem sounds great. It sounds good to feel good about yourself, but there's a lot of potholes, unfortunately, whenever it comes to authentic self-esteem, because self-esteem, let's take just kind of an objective truth look at it. Self-esteem really is how you feel about yourself, and feelings are subjective. Feelings can change, they're malleable. They're not really based typically on objective truth. If you start to guide them towards objective truth, then great. How you feel about yourself ought to be guided by those truths. But see, the problem is that the self-esteem issue, the self-esteem movement says that how you feel about yourself is your ultimate truth. It's a relativism that's basically kind of tyrannical, to be honest with you, to where you can end up saying that it's okay to do such and such, even though it's a bad thing against myself, because it's what makes me feel good. Versus saying, no, this is a bad decision, this is a bad act, this is a bad habit, and therefore I'm going to stay away from it because it makes me a bad person. As opposed to, well, this bad thing makes me feel good, and therefore my self-esteem needs to be puffed up, and I need to go ahead and continue doing the bad habit, the bad act, but that doesn't make me necessarily a bad person because it makes me feel good. As opposed to, in the Catholic faith, what we do is actually what's called an examination of conscience. We take a look at what we've done throughout the day, throughout the week, that in ways that we have failed to live up to the standard by which we set ourselves. And so we have the Ten Commandments, we have the precepts of the church, and by those we live out day to day of what have we failed in, what have we lived up to, what are strengths and weaknesses, versus what makes me feel good, which again is based on feelings, it's based on emotions. Truth is not based on any of those things. Truth is truth. It's an objective thing based on the same thing for everyone. And so my issue with the self-esteem movement is that it is relativism to its utmost. It's relativism to its logical end. And so really, to kind of combat that, I think it is a good thing that at the end of every day, what have I done that has failed the standard by which I want to live up to? What have I done that is actually a strength to the rules, to the dictates that I would like to live up to? That way, you're not basing how you feel about yourself on these kind of malleable things. You're basing who you are on objective truth. And it's a good practice at the end of the day to just take a look at what you've done that's caused you to fail or to succeed. So I hope that helps. I'll maybe do some follow-up videos on how to increase our ability to be self-aware. I am all about self-awareness, and there is a big difference there. So be sure to check back on my next video. And as always, God bless.